following contest is a one-on-one matchup scheduled for one fall, and it is a unification match for the Ryse Grand Championship. Introducing first, reigning from Ryse, Wyoming, he is your interim Ryse Grand Champion.
This young man has been on a path. He has been adopted by the Uniontown faithful. He is a man of the people, and tonight he looks to declare himself the unified, undisputed Ryse Grand Champion.
Introducing his opponent. From Gary, Maine, weighing in at 215 pounds, is the Ryse Grand Champion, the Reaper,
He is the only athlete to win the Ryse Grand Championship on 3 occasions. He is also cumulatively the longest reigning champion in Ryse history. He is a Ryse legend. He is the Reaper, Matt Conard.
You talk biggest matches in the history of Ryse Pro Wrestling. Before the bell even rings, you know we have one right here.
Just 1 month ago, Matt Conard was unable to make a scheduled title defense. Cowpoke Paul defeated Alexander Charles on that night to win the interim championship. In the past 4 weeks, this is the matchup that has been on the mind of everyone associated with Ryse Wrestling. The Reaper Matt Conard, Cowpoke Paul, there can be only one.
That's the Matt Conard I knew for a long time when Matt and Edric and I were running things here at Ryse. But that's what you have to do. You got to pull out all the stops.
Matt Conard has a distinct experience advantage. And conversely, he obviously has a heavy championship experience
Think
advantage.
about just the number of big match title fights Matt Conard has been in this company over the, 2-3 reigns he's had with that title.
He is a 3-time
Three-time champion.
and
It's
the only
unbelievable.
man to hold that title 3 times. No one has been able to touch the status that Matt Conard has attained here in Ryse Wrestling. But tonight, Cowpoke Paul looks to knock the Reaper off the mountain.
I mean, Cowpoke wants to be a Ryse Hall of Famer one day, but right now he is in the ring with arguably the George Washington of Ryse's Mount Rushmore. You can see there another little quick jab.
Yeah, right to the face. It's those short shots.
That's Matt taking every shot he can get to try to make sure he keeps this match, the tide of this match, in his favor.
Those quick punches can catch you when you're not expecting them, and that's what happened. It really rocked the Cowpoke.
When we came back from the pandemic, Matt Conard swore to come back a different man than he was when we were running things here at Ryse, and he was as dastardly as they come. But you got to think right now, a little of that in a match this big, it's almost natural to ooze out, to come out. And that's where you see these cheap shots, but here we go.
Look out. Cowpoke up and over. Conard puts on the brakes. And you want to talk about top-tier professional wrestling. Look how evenly matched these two are. Struggling for the advantage. And Conard lowered the boom that time. Ty Cross, I'm going to tell you, wait, cover here. When I started with this organization some 5 years ago, in July of 2018, it was the night that Matt Conard unseated Lee Moriarty to win his first Ryse Grand Championship. Fast forward 5 years, Matt Conard is a 3-time champion, but you have to wonder, is this the beginning or the end for the Reaper? Will the third reign be his biggest yet, or is he on the downslide of his Ryse career? We're going to find that out.
I got to say, he's in the best shape I think he's ever been in, physically. Mentally, that pandemic brought him to a place where he was able to find himself. So physically, mentally, spiritually, Matt Conard is probably at the top of his game, which does not bode well for Cowpoke Paul when you think about the people that Matt Conard has taken down in the past. But Cowpoke Paul has a different heart than anybody Matt's been in the ring with.
As we've said, Matt Conard has done it all in Ryse Wrestling. Cowpoke Paul has those same aspirations. Cowpoke Paul has those same hopes, those same dreams. And to accomplish that, he's going to have to be successful here. Quite simply, this is the biggest matchup in the young career of Cowpoke Paul. Conard rolls through, deep hook of the legs.
You say Matt Conard's done it all, but there's one thing Matt Conard has not done, and that's win a Ryse Rumble, and that's what Cowpoke Paul did for us to get here. So you got to remember, Cowpoke's done some things that Matt hasn't done.
Look out, Conard had a telegraph. And Cowpoke Paul bouncing on impact.
And I have seen Matt beat so many competitors with that drop-dead DDT. And he hit that 4DT clutch. Paul, whether it was on instinct or it was on intelligence, rolling to the floor.
And Matt Conard, a true pro, gets his opponent in the ring because that's where you can win the matchup. What a breakneck pace we have right here.
He got him again.
Wait a minute, how the hell did Cowpoke reverse it? Conard fights his way out. And now it's Conard inadvertently hitting the floor.
And I gotta say this, when you look at Ryse Wrestling, you see a man who is the Reaper and a man who is Cowpoke Paul. But we are not talking about the spectacle. We're talking about the in-ring capabilities that these two men bring. That is the quality and the level of wrestling here at Ryse.
And Cowpoke Paul breaking the count because he knows to win this championship, he has to get the Reaper back in the ring.
Reaper does have, I would imagine, a significant weight advantage in this matchup to go with that height advantage.
And now we're going to see if Cowpoke can follow up here.
Wait a
Reaper
minute. Baited him in.
Conard was playing possum and almost got Cowpoke Paul, boxing the ears. nasty
Hangman's
neck breaker.
Wow.
Cowpoke's head snapped upon impact that time.
We talked about it earlier in the tag title match, but sometimes you can just feel that electricity, Jim. And right now is one of those moments where you're feeling it.
The grit, the tenacity, and the heart of Cowpoke Paul spilling all over the squared circle. The Cowpoke will not be denied.
And this is mano a mano.
It's gut check time. Who wants it more? Who wants the biggest prize in Ryse Wrestling?
I don't think I've ever seen two competitors go this hard and get this kind of pace.
And that may be the shot for the Reaper.
And if this is the end of the reign, you gotta be impressed. I thought that might have been it right there. You gotta be impressed at the rise of Cowpoke Paul. No pun intended.
And Ty, did you see the frustration on the face of Matt Conard? I don't think we've ever seen Matt Conard flinch in the course of battle.
Well, I don't know if has Matt ever even been in the ring with Cowpoke before. This has got to be new. This is a new experience for Matt to be in there with someone with this much fight and grit and determination.
And Conard's reaching deeper into the playbook. High risk situation here.
Cowpoke turned it over.
No way.
What are we seeing here, Jim? Besides an instant classic.
Conard avoids the contact, as does Cowpoke. Conard shrugs him off. And pinpoint precision right in the face.
I have seen that up close and personal so many times. It is disastrous to feel. Wait a second. Cowpoke was able to turn it around and hit that finishing maneuver.
Conard is staggered. Took the leg.
This might be it. He got him.
History has been made.
Jim, I can't hear anything right now besides this crowd. But in what you have to call one of the greatest title matches we've ever seen in the history of Ryse Wrestling, Cowpoke Paul is now officially champion.
The undisputed, unified Ryse Grand Champion, Cowpoke Paul.
Wait, what do we got here? What do we got here? We saw the old Matt Conard slipping through a little bit during this contest. But what are we going to see here, Jim?
And I believe that is an endorsement from a Ryse legend to the new champion. We have certainly entered a new era of Ryse Wrestling, and the leader of that era is Cowpoke Paul.